Hey there, it's Rachel from All About Planners. In this video I'm doing a review of the Noteworthy planner from Blue Sky. So if you watch any of my other planner reviews, one of the common things that I say is that there's not enough lined notes pages in the planner and we could always do with more. Well, this one has heaps more than normal. So it has a notes section at the back, tons of notes pages, and then the weekly planning space at the front, and it's all kept together in the one book. So let's have a closer look. So it is quite a small, compact little planner. It is only 5.5 inches wide by about 8.5 inches high. It is an affordable planner, much like all of Blue Sky, and because of that you have to keep a few things in mind. All the other Blue Sky planners that I've pen tested have not been particularly great. There's usually some ghosting on the back, so keep in mind the paper quality is not top notch, as you would expect since it's an affordable planner. The other thing is that the covers tend to not be super durable. So this one is kind of like a plasticky type cover. It does have rounded corners, so it shouldn't fare up too bad. Definitely better than cardstock, but again, it's not like laminate or doesn't have a clear frosted cover to make it, I guess, super sturdy. In terms of the size, it is, I'd say, about 1 centimeter thick, not too bad. The coil is quite small, so there's not really any room to add stickers or any extra bulk to the planner, and it just has that typical wire binding that most planners do. It does protect this note tab up the top with an extended cover, which I think is a nice little extra, and it does also extend to protect the tabs as well. So let's have a closer look. So if I just remove that, you've got a nice simple stripe cover with the little gold effect for the title of the planner, and then we go into the pages. So you've got a yearly overview, this like nice pocket folder, which is a good idea. It is just like thin paper cardstock type though, and I can see it filling up quite quickly. You could probably only put like mail in here on your way out the door. You're going to have to fold stuff up quite a bit because this is a small page size planner if you want it to fit in there. Quick reference information, some contacts pages. Not sure why planners bother to include these anymore since most people keep that on their phone. However, you could repurpose this into list making space or a password log. And then we go into the monthly calendars. So a very simple, minimalist design continued throughout the planner with just this little pop of gold on the tabs. You've got a lined sidebar. However, if I zoom in, that is really close together line spacing. Probably, if you can see from the width of my finger, you would probably normally have about 2 lines for what is 1 in this planner. So you're going to have to write small or just use 2 lines. You've got the dates at a glance calendar for the previous month and then also the next month. You have the holidays pre-printed. So this is a US planner, so it's got US holidays on it. And I'm going to flick to another couple of the planners and see the calendars and see if it splits the boxes in 2, which if you follow my other review videos is something that I always check. And yes, unfortunately it does, which really just drives me mental. I don't know why it wouldn't just restart the numbering on the top row. You've got all these nice empty boxes. You could go 29, 30, 31. So if I'm going to use this, I'm going to put some white out on that line and white out all this other stuff and then restart the numbering up the top. The monthly calendar starts on a Sunday, but note that the weekly planner starts on a Monday. So if you like it to be consistent, note that it isn't. I know most planners don't make it consistent for whatever reason. It's just something that I prefer. I just find it less confusing if it all starts on the same day. Now, apart from that, absolutely love this weekly spread. Super functional and my all-time favorite style of planner, where you've got horizontal days of the week on one side of the page and lots of list making and line note space on the right side of the page. So you've got 2 lists here, personal and weekly. If you wanted to, you could always white that out and turn it into another type of list. And then down the bottom you have a lined section which they've labeled as goals, but you could just use for general notes. I'm not sure why, but this planner has a really big margin up the top, which you could repurpose into like top priorities for the week, or even do a meal planning section up the top here, because that is quite a good chunk of space wasted for this header section. And weekends each get a full section to themselves, so sometimes some planners will split it in 2, and for like what is equivalent to Friday will be Saturday on this side and then Sunday on this side, which really annoys me because I'm usually at my day job during the week, and it's like I need, if not anything more, weekly planning space rather than less. So at least this one keeps it the same size for all days of the week. So you have that continued throughout with the weeks and the months repeated. And then we go into this section here, the Noteworthy section. So these tabs are just, actually I think they're paper. Just paper with some like laminate sticky stuff on the top to secure it. So a bit flimsy, but again, it's a cheap planner. Very affordable, like budget friendly one. If you want to try out a planner layout, the Blue Sky ones would be the one to do it because they look pretty, but they're cheap. But yeah, you do compromise on quality a bit in exchange. So you've got lots of lined notes pages at the back, tons and tons of them. I will be doing a pen test. If you want to see what the results are, then the link will be in the description box below to the blog post that will have it. And then at the back, we just have the holidays list. Like I said before, US planner company, so US holidays. And you've got them for 4 years worth, which is quite generous. And then a little map of America at the back. Not particularly sure why some of the Blue Sky planners include this. You can always just like Google time zones and a map yourself. So not really sure why it's in the planner, but it's there if you want it. And then the back cover has the same design as the front with just the simple stripe and a little bit of gold foil. On the whole, a small, affordable planner. If you want to try out this layout, which I highly recommend you do because it's my sort of favorite type of weekly planner layout, then this one would be a good one to do it on because it is a cheap planner. And then if you end up not liking it, or you haven't really wasted a lot of money, then if you go all out and buy an expensive one like the Lime Life or Erin Condren or one of those that are quite pricey. So I hope you found this review helpful. Don't forget the pen test. Link to the blog post will be in the description box below. And don't forget to subscribe for more planner videos. I usually do a couple of reviews each week.